What's going on, everybody? So we got the SPY on the chart because there's a big event going down tomorrow, which happens to be FOMC, and I wanted to make sure that I shared my thoughts with you guys. So we're gonna start with this 4-hour chart that we see here, and I did a little bit of drawing, right? Just a little bit, and we got a nice bull flag that you can see here, right? This is the pole, and then this is the flag, right? And this is from April all the way to August. Now we broke out of that flag, came down to this level here, 538, double bottomed, and then we pushed up to all-time highs. All right, so this is just a quick analysis of what the price action is showing you. But the interesting thing is how we made a top at this 564 area, came all the way back down, and we came up, and we have another top, came down, and then we have our third top of it breaking through, right? So now the thing is, one, how long we're taking in this area, right? I'm thinking in terms of liquidity, right? If we're looking at this as a wall, right? This here, the top of this level as a wall, then we're thinking about how strong is this wall, right? How strong is this wall? Now, if we already came to that wall, took out some orders, came to that wall, took out some orders, came to that wall, took out some orders. Now, this could be one or two things happening. Maybe some sell orders being entered, which you could say, okay, push the market down. Or they could also be some sell orders that are getting, well, another way of looking at it is this wall, which is representing sell orders, is getting weakened every time the price comes to it, right? So there's two different perspectives that we could take, and that's why we need to look at other perspectives of the price to see which of those perspectives are likely to play out. All right, so one thing I'm seeing here is I see a low and I'm seeing a higher low. You could say this is a high and these are lower highs, right? Up until you see today where we actually created a higher high, right, after these lows. So this is more supporting an uptrend, right, based on trend analysis. One thing you can also see is these EMAs. You can see the 9, which is the short term, is above the 50, which is the longer term, and we shifted to the downside when we have that crossover, and then we shifted back up to the upside with the crossover back to the upside. Now that crossover also indicates an uptrend and momentum, which has been playing out. If we're looking at the volume, you could see it's been pretty choppy up and down, decreasing over the last few days during this run up, but we increased today as we're approaching this zone. Now, being that we already cracked through that zone and we was able to, yeah, I can't say we closed above it, right? I don't think we closed above it on this 4 hours, so that's questionable. But look at that we was able to get above it. Now on the 15-minute, we could see that we was able to close above that level, all right, before we got rejected down. Now this reject honestly is I would be expecting more if we truly was going to be coming down, right? But these are just some bullish versus bearish factors that we're weighing out. Now we're going to hop to the weekly chart, the bigger time frame, and take a look at what I'm seeing, right? So you could already see this bull flag broke out back in 2023, and then created a mini bull flag, broke out in 2023 going into 2024. Now we have another bull flag, right? And it's been broken out, came down to retest some levels, and we have this engulfing candle. This is a major thing in my opinion because I try to keep trading simple, and if we're taking a look at any of these tops where we actually went down, right, we're seeing a constant theme. We're seeing a red candle right, overtaking the previous green candle before coming down, right? This is a clear bearish engulfing pattern. So if we look at any tops, we could see the same thing. Check a look at the body of the red. It's bigger than the body of the green, right? You can see here, same thing. And I'm looking through, and it was hard to find a situation where it was a top, right, where we actually came down when it was a bullish engulfing candle at the top, right? I'm just trying to go back. This is 2020, right? Look at all these tops. So if we're fast forwarding to this week, if this is the top here, then we should be seeing some sort of bearish engulfing, meaning a big red candle overtaking a green candle. Now this happened here. This is fine, right? This is normal based on history. But then we came back up, right? Created a higher low after testing it there, and pushed to all-time new highs after a bullish engulfing candle, right? So this is all the opposite things that you pretty much want to see if you're truly bearish, if you think the market's going to come down. But I'm just, observing the chart, and this looks pretty bullish to me. And if we're considering everything else, such as this bull flag pattern that we pointed out, the price is doing this at the 9 EMA, which is showing you that it's been holding up as a short-term support when the market is moving in an uptrend. And I think the volume is, it's questionable. It's not as high as it was before. So all this is just uncertainty. This volume does show uncertainty and choppiness. But if we're taking a look at the price, the trend, the moving averages, the patterns, the different time frames, we're really seeing a constant theme that we're looking overall bullish, right? We're looking overall bullish. And if this truly does go down, they did one hell of a job, right? Manipulating this price action to make things look like it's gonna go up, right? But back to the reasons why I believe the market is likely to head up is taking a look at some of these stocks, right? We got Apple, for example. I did a quick fib on this. Let me delete this and show you how I actually did it. So I already had this trend line on Apple. Been noticing it's been holding up the last few days. Could have got some nice bounces. Even until now, some nice bounces. So I'm like, okay, what else do we have in this area? Notice we have this demand zone on Apple. And this is the 1 hour time frame. With this demand zone is holding up, till this day, double bottom. These are some very bullish signs, right? This is confluence there. And then I thought about, hey, let me just slap a Fibonacci on there and just start it from that low of the wave to this high of that wave. And then I noticed this 50% line is in the same area of where we are having this double bottom / higher low action, right? So these are 3 signs telling you Apple is bullish. Price is at 216 right now, headed into FOMC tomorrow. We got QQQ. Honestly, haven't looked at it much on the bigger time frame compared to the other ones, but we can see this is a bull flag. Fake people out to the downside, came back inside to hold this lower level as support before breaking out, and holding the upper level as support before breaking out, creating higher highs, close above these. We did not close, right? So things are still inside of a range, which is why we can't say we have picked the direction yet, right? Now, there are other stocks, right? We do have other stocks that have been looking bullish. Well, have been bullish. You got Meta, been going crazy yesterday and today. And if we zoom out to the 4 hour, we can see most of the major stocks have a nice cup and handle going on there, right? You can see Microsoft went crazy, got some good news. So like I said, if we're truly bearish, right? If we think we're heading down tomorrow for FOMC, usually I would like to see the stocks showing us some bearish signs, right? They could still be going up, but it's the action, it's the momentum, it's the volume, it's the whole context of the movement that counts towards whether you're truly bullish or bearish. The answers, the little clues are in the details, and when you put them together, it makes the probabilities pretty clear. But you gotta search for it, right? You might have to go to a 4 hour, you might have to go to a weekly. But let's see, the Google is doing. Let's see what the Google. So Google is all the way down from its highs back in July. But even when it's down, it could show you that it might be reversing that level of support, level of demand. So these are the things you got to do in order to have more belief, more understanding, more control over knowing what the stock market is likely to do, right? You got Amazon had a nice channel, right? Similar type of bull flag, more just trending up. But then we broke through it and we came back in. So, like I'm seeing some fake out type action. You see how if this was gonna come down and break out from this channel, with the follow through, we would have seen, okay, we retest, perfect, that's bearish. Lower high, bearish, right? And then you broke that range, but you couldn't break that support, and then you just went back inside the range. That's not bearish, right? I can't say we're overall bullish, but that's just not bearish to me. At the same time, we are at this supply zone, so this is bearish, right? So this is something we could say is bearish. So you have to really look for both bearish and bullish signs. You can see we had a nice clean reject right there, but we're still above that 90 EMA. So we're gonna see what happens tomorrow, 2 p.m. Eastern at FOMC. And you just gotta be in a Discord to see what's going down, right? The link is in the bio to join. We have one-on-one available and an online course which will be available any week now, and it's going to include everything from trading basics to trading strategies to trading psychology. And the whole goal is to make sure you understand the mechanics of trading so that you could make it a skill that will last you a lifetime instead of something temporarily where you're just trying to make a quick couple thousand and you say, okay, I'm good, right? It's just more of we want you to be able to do that on demand whenever you want to. And in order to do that, you have to learn the skill, develop the skill, and execute. And that's what we focus on. And trading with Cam, and we're gonna keep these videos coming so you stay in tune with what's happening with the market, what's happening with some of these trades. And yeah, we'll see you guys in the Discord tomorrow. Peace.